Hi Libra, patient. You've been working hard. You've been waiting on love. You've been waiting, even if you're in a connected relationship, there's a sense of energy moving, but you've been intuiting and kind of aware of that things were going to move, but there was this period where you had to kind of be patient. Like intuitively, you knew something was coming, but you weren't quite ready to sort of act upon it yet. And that's kind of been in the past position, and it's looking very much, it's going to continue on into the present here, because we have this little fairy boy being patient and continuing to look at this renewal card into the present moment for you. And so as I feel this renewal card for you, it's Major Arcana energy, Libra, so it's going to hang around a little longer. And this renewal card is really asking for you to do really a complete sort of compassionate review of what's been going on in your life, where you've been, where you are now, where you're going. It's an idea of looking upon generations, beginning to feel more and more like that you're here for a reason, and what does that mean? And you feel that with your connection to another, with the romantic bonds that you have, is how it feels for me right here. It's this idea that you're not just here to go through your day-to-day, to live, work, eat, sleep kind of thing. It's like, I think part of the reason you're going through this kind of renewal experience here is this soulmate energy, which is kind of linked here to the past position. So you may have already met this person in the past. You may already be with this person. But whatever it is, this soulmate energy for you, Libra, is very much pushing you into a deeper understanding of yourself and the reason that you're here. Why are you here? Is kind of how it's feeling for me. And that's part of what you're contemplating here. It's not just you're contemplating, your day-to-day stuff. It's like you're doing some deeper work here, and you're kind of wondering, like, what is my purpose here? Why am I here? Why are these relationships working out or not working out? Why is this connection to this one particular individual? I feel like you do know this person already, and if you don't, you're aware of their energy on some level. And it's a soulmate connection, and soulmate connections are often very confusing and difficult, but they always push us deeper into our heart space. They always push us deeper into understanding ourselves, not just as just people on the planet, but as spiritual beings having that human experience. And you get the opportunity to do this. You have this opportunity. For many of you, it's very present here. And then we have this Queen of Chalices right down here under the soulmate, right? And the Queen of Chalices, it could be, the Tarot Sexual Magic cards don't really correspond to particular signs for me, but for some of you it may be referring to a water sign. But for me, as I see this, it's this, it could be a water sign here, but King or Queen doesn't matter. But for me, it's really more about the energies that this soulmate connection stirs within you. This idea of being really intuitive, right? Understanding your nurturing nature, understanding the way that you want to be honored and supported in love. It's really a lovely energy, and I think that you're kind of holding out for it. You want that. You're willing to wait for that, and it's part of your renewal. You're kind of seeing where you've been, and you're really being encouraged, Libra. I don't know if you actually are doing this, but you're really being encouraged to be super, super kind and gentle with yourself as you do a sort of a review of the past. Because a lot of times, even if you are thinking about the past in a way that feels good to you, it doesn't take long before the ego will come in, Libra, and kind of say, okay, so why don't I have that now? A lot of times when we reminisce, our egos can come in and begin to put us on that hamster wheel of wondering why we don't have that yet, again, now, this kind of thing. So just be aware of that as an energy that could kind of come in for you during this time period. Excuse me. And then we have the True Love card right here in the center. This is the Romance of a Lifetime. This card comes up a lot of times with soulmate connections. And a lot of times it comes up even though you're not together physically. And so I say this because we do have two tens here with the Ten of Wands and the wheel. And then the wheel here, that's actually three tens, which means completions, endings, which lead to new beginnings. But here it's all about the endings of something. So you may not be with this person, or you may be with this person, but it's ending. It can also be represented here because we don't always stay with our soulmates. There's many kinds of soulmates. And that this is the romance of a lifetime could be indicating that it was a romance of a lifetime to get you to this place where you are now before you move forward into a new beginning, right? So for many of you, it could be an ending because we have these 3 threes here. Completions. It doesn't mean that you are ending a marriage or your relationship necessarily, but it could be you're starting a new cycle if you're not ending something. And it could be that you are not together yet, and that yet this soulmate energy, this soulmate connection is still the romance of a lifetime because it's pushing you deeper and deeper into understanding who you truly are, what you're here for. I've done a video on soulmates and twin flames and karmic relationships that you might want to look at because I won't go over it again here, but you might find it helpful if you are having difficulty with this connection. And the reason I kind of bring this up as maybe you're not actually together with this person, or maybe you're ending, because we have this 10 of wands here, and this is again this idea of, yes, there was great passion there, yes, this was a great love, yes, this has potential for great love even. But I feel more of it's like kind of the completion of something, a completion of this, because we have this kind of burned out feeling here with the 10 of wands. It's like they're jumping in the bushes, they're having this fling, but a lot of it feels sort of like it's had better days kind of feeling. It's they look a bit tattered. It's just not the sweetness and the freshness of a new beginning. Is the ending really of a cycle, as I feel it here for many of you, and it has to do with this soulmate connection. And the reason I also kind of feel like there's some endings around this is we have this 3 of swords in the future position, which is often kind of a card of not being on the same page, some emotional heartache here, distractions, disruptions, things in the way, things that break you apart, kind of lurking in the background. So there's a lot there for you, Libra, in terms of things coming to a full ending, a full cycle, the fullness of this connection tipping over into something new here is how it feels. We have the wheel under the deck here as an underlying energy, and then we have the wheel here. So it looks like things will begin to move as they're meant to, and often when they move, it's because you've either been blocked. Again, we have this idea of obstacles in the way, distractions, disruptions, and then being able to go. So it may not be that you break up completely or that you end a marriage or end a connection. It just means that it could also just be tipping into something new. You've been doing some review here. And if you're single and you're intuiting this soulmate connection, or you don't think you have a soulmate, there is a soulmate energy around you. Whether or not it's coming into your physical world, it'll be different for everybody. But you may be intuiting it as around. And so if you are intuiting this soulmate energy and you're not physically with the soulmate, make sure that you continue to do the good work that you're meant to be doing, as opposed to feeling frustrated that you're not in the soulmate physical connection, because that will keep it from you longer. The more that you can kind of operate from a place of joy and happiness and excitement at the idea that the soulmate is coming in, as opposed to the sadness and the grief and the feelings of frustration that the soulmate's not there yet, the more that you can stay in that sort of higher vibration, the more that you will not only feel better, but that you will attract in that relationship that much faster, because you're coming from a place of fullness as opposed to a place of lack. And then under the deck, we also have the 2 of spring as an emerging energy, which is really nice energy. Goes very nicely with the wheel in terms of forward momentum, building and moving forward with someone sometimes, but not necessarily. And then we also have the It Is Safe for You to Love card. Here we go, Libra, as an underlying energy. And I love this card because for me, this card is about the love and support that you receive from another. It's about you being in the spotlight, you getting ready to go to continue on your journey. Because even though we see that they are a couple, we have this man and this maiden. We also have the fairies helping her, and he's standing there beside her, but he's letting her be letting her go, so to speak. He's not trying to hold her back. And this horse is rearing up, ready to go. And there we have you, Libra, right here. It could also be you here, actually, Libra, if regardless of gender. It's just, it could also be you supporting your partner in this way. It's just a very lovely energy of support and the sense of releasing attachments and agendas for each other, allowing each other to be independent partners. And that's why this kind of this ending of something is. I think you're getting more and more clear, so you can begin a new cycle where you're both more supportive, regardless of whether you're coupled or single. It's work that you're doing on self, because ultimately it's about self. She is on this horse alone. They are not together on the horse, and this horse is rearing to go, ready to go, the wheel turning, ready to move forward, being divinely guided by her guides and angels. And yet they're still together, but they're also independent of one another. And when they come together, it's from a place of joy and respect and honoring, as opposed to a place of need and controlling and that kind of energy here. So that is what's going on for you, Libra. I'm going to go ahead and get one more card for you. I think I'm going to get it from, the Unicorn deck. All right, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I wish you much love as always, and a happy holidays, and I will see you on the next video or at your private reading. Till then.